Vinland Saga episode 2 today. I just recorded the intro to this video, like the start of the intro to this video, and did a terrible job, so I'm re-recording the start. Hello, welcome, and we're doing some Vinland Saga episode 2. Last time we got introduced to some characters. I feel like I'm gonna struggle in this anime with the names of the characters more than anything, because it's like kind of tricky, like European names. Which, you know, old Viking type names, I think I will be bad at. But I know we have Thors and Thorfinn, Halvdin, I think I have written down, King Harold, although King Harold I don't think was like a character, but yeah, and then I misheard Vinland as Greenland, so, so yeah, we're off to a ripping start in this series. This series is kind of out of my comfort zone, funnily enough, for like this sort of type of anime, because it's more like historical. I mean, it's not, I imagine it's not based on a true story or anything, but it's a more historical type anime, which is, you know, based on this European history type stuff that I am just garbage at, like really, really terrible. So you'll have to forgive me and give me a lot of leeway and be nice to me if I get stuff wrong constantly for this series more than others, because this was always my worst subject in school. Okay, I'm pretty good at maths. I was very good at English. I was, you know, very good at a lot of the arts type stuff. But when it came to history and geography, I could not do it. I just couldn't. I sucked at it. So yeah, let's get into episode 2 of Vinland Saga. Here we go.
I decided they should exploit it.
Okay. Oh! Yep, that's exploiting it, alright. Man, yeah, they don't have their weapons or armor or anything. Oh, is that, was that Thor's daughter? Oh my god.
All right, now spare troops advance! Charge!
Oh my god. It's a very sad game based on what's going on right now.
Bodies aren't supposed to talk, remember?
Yeah, but it's
You always
boring.
end up getting killed
Just
early
lying
too,
here.
don't you, Faxi?
Where I can eat meat every single day. You aren't allowed to
That's
enter
exciting.
Valhalla unless you're a really brave warrior. You're right.
Then be a brave warrior.
I wonder if my mother and sister would be let in.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm not a babysitter. There isn't enough room.
Jerk! I don't care if your ship gets stuck in a sheet of ice.
For Christians, the wine has a greater meaning. I assumed that we'd find some right here in this village, but I guess I was wrong.
I don't
Thorfinn.
see Christianity in anime very much, which is kind of cool, because obviously anime is not generally set
Warship
in
has arrived.
European places. A warship.
Then let's put some water in it.
How
Can this be so difficult?
Oh man,
Thor's the troll. Do you think they could mean our Thors?
those the
Not sure.
troll?
But those are definitely warriors.
Is that what they're calling it?
You think these men are here to raid our village?
I mean, they'd probably just be doing it if they were.
Oh wow.
Okay,
They all bowed their heads to him.
Right, Floki.
Floki.
This makes me wonder who Thors really is. Rumor has it he used to fight on the battlefield
Guys.
when he was younger. Damn it, Arnie,
Can't
keep it
spy on
down.
this man.
A massive battle is about to begin soon. It's time for us warriors to shine.
Battle?
Oh, they're starting a
The
war.
Jams Vikings will ally with Denmark when the fighting kicks off.
His head is symmetrical, like
This is a
that,
village at the edge of the world.
like
We are
vertically.
concerned.
It doesn't even matter if there are those who were deserters.
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 Is one in which you too will fight.
I mean, good luck dragging a deserter into it. He deserted
Understand
for a
this.
reason.
Sigvaldi's giving you this great opportunity out of his own goodwill. That's how badly our leader wants to rely on the combat skills of Thors the Troll again.
He could
If
also
this is
just
all
be
you
desperate.
wanted, then you didn't need the warship.
Or could it be that this place has changed you?
Run!
Guess they're far removed from the suffering.
Be a
of
shame
war
if
here at the
someone
edge of the world.
pillaged it. Ugh. This show has very good atmosphere.
A war! Awesome.
It feels like, you know, it feels like a film.
Across the ocean just to invite Thors
Just
to
from the
rejoin their
atmosphere
army.
alone.
Experience like that can only help to. Sorry.
This guy looks like he does not want to be fucked with. Are you gonna get your head chopped off?
If you tell me that you're not willing to join us in this upcoming battle, then I can't fulfill my orders and our leader's reputation will be tarnished. And if that happens, we won't be able to go back.
Thor's gonna have to go to save the village.
Who would have ever thought Thors used to be one of their members?
Are they strong?
Man, they really didn't know much about Thor's at all.
Let's go!
So he's agreed to go with them then? Thor's? Maybe? Otherwise they wouldn't be withdrawing, I imagine.
Let those who have what it takes follow him and come with us to Jomsborg before
Oh,
we go
okay.
to war.
He's gonna put together a squadron.
Farewell, Thors.
Well,
the
I imagine
Troll.
Thorfinn is
We'll
too
soon
young
meet on the battle
to be on that battleship, right? Because I think Thorfinn's probably the main character from the OP. It looks like Thorfinn becomes the main character of this show. Wow, everyone is happy about this. I guess, yeah, that's their culture, like rewards that sort of thing. But Thors has seen war and doesn't want it.
Declined the request, Thors.
I thought I disguised my death fairly well, but it appears I was wrong.
Couldn't you do it again?
I mean, people are gonna be suspicious if you
Against the
keep
village.
dying in weird ways where people don't watch it
Never
happen.
forgives deserters.
This is so cool. This is just.
Backs into it.
This isn't my, like, normally my setting of anime and stuff, but I just really appreciate the atmosphere and the writing and the way they're setting it up.
Supposed to depart, Leif?
Thors asked me to hold off for a bit.
I like the voice acting
Better
too. Like,
join the fleet with that warship. Everyone sure loves a war.
oh, is he motivated?
Found him!
Oh,
Got him! Did you see him right in
jeez.
the back?
Ooh,
Hey, you should be dead, Thorfinn. You
yeah,
just got
that's
killed.
cheating.
You have to follow the rules.
Oh,
Arm's broken. This is far
oh,
too
it's
hard for children.
broken. Jeez.
You'll need to keep the splint on for 1 month.
But he's still only 6, isn't he? If he's able to go up against kids who are
6.
4 or 5 years older, then that's pretty amazing. He must take after you in that respect, eh, Thors?
No, he probably doesn't want Thorfinn to take after him like that. He probably wants Thorfinn to take after his kindness, not his fighting
Get the whole
ability.
set?
You need to stop tossing your things all over the place.
Especially when there's a
Are you
fire
listening to
around.
me?
It could have landed
So
in the
put it away or
fire.
I'm throwing it out. A little kid like you would never.
Whoa. Is this gonna be some stuff that Thors doesn't want him to see? Just all his old gear, I guess? It's like a cleaver? Wow. That's a cool kind of blade. I'm no weapons expert, so I don't really know what
So
you would call that, but it's cool. Jeez! Grab the handle, dude!
It's a tool meant to kill. Why do you need it? Whose life do you intend to take? You don't have enemies. The truth is that nobody has them. Nobody in this entire world deserves to get hurt.
Damn.
You plan on killing your enemies,
He doesn't want to.
not a baby.
Honey, you need to start grabbing swords by the handle. I love Thor so much, and I know something's gonna happen to him. He reminds me of Vander from Arcane.
The ocean is calm now.
Monk, if you dodge it, I'm gonna kill you.
Jeez!
Hey, I saw that priest! Maybe cheap booze isn't to their liking.
Oh!
How many points do I get for the legs?
He hit him in the leg?
Men are totally devoid of class as usual. Just be sure that Thors is dead.
Oh. Fuck! Shit! Don't skip the credits. Don't skip the credits, Netflix. This is motherfucking Einar. I loved that episode. I really liked that. So I want to like clarify what I mean as best I can when I say like this sort of theming and setting isn't my style generally. There's things that I like, there's shows and movies that I will instantly be into from their theming and setting, and there's shows and setting and movies that I'll be into where their setting doesn't interest me at all, but the you know, the way that they do it, the what's the word I'm looking for? Execution. The execution of it is like wonderful, right? So I'm not a big like medieval fantasy guy, for example, but you know, I really enjoyed House of the Dragon because I liked the characters a lot in there. I found House of the Dragon very entertaining, but I don't generally like medieval fantasy. But I love, you know, sort of like, I'm trying to think of a good example of something that is generally just a decent, I mean, okay, I love sort of modern day stuff, and I love superhero stuff. And so My Hero Academia, when that show, even when that show's at its like average, you know, like I think MHA is a great show on its own, but even when the show is just being average, I still like it a bit more than, you know, your average show because of the setting draws me in. So with all of that being said, Vinland Saga is, you know, this sort of history Viking type setting. That's something I'm definitely not into generally, but hey, I mean, this just feels good to watch because it feels like they're nailing the setting of it, you know. And I feel like that's the WIT the WIT special for me. I feel like basically all of WIT's shows that I've seen, I have had that feeling about. I'm just gonna double check because I've got 4 anime in my head that I know they did. I'm just trying to see if there's any others that oh right, they're also doing Spy Family. Let's like them and Cloverworks. Let's take Spy Family out of the equation because I knew I was gonna like Spy Family from the start, and also I read the manga of Spy Family before I watched the show. But Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, Ranking of Kings, and what was the other one? Vivi Floret Ice Song. So Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, Vivi, and Ranking of Kings, all 4 of those, I thought I wasn't going to like based on like the settings of them and stuff. Now these aren't, they're not original, like it's not like WIT wrote them, right? They're all of them except for Vivi are based on mangas. But it's something about WIT's like choice of which mangas to adapt and their like, I guess their styling and stuff, but like they just convinced me on this stuff from their execution. So Attack on Titan, obviously incredible. When I watched it back in 2013 or 14, it was like near when it came out, I watched it. I was younger, I wasn't super into anime at that point, and I watched the first few episodes of Attack on Titan. Didn't like it. I actually really didn't like it. I thought it was too bleak. I didn't like the setting. I dropped it. Many years went by, and eventually when it was like between season 3 and 4, of Attack on Titan, I decided to give it another shot because I was getting more into anime, and I thought, now that I'm more into anime, I feel like I want to get what the whole big deal is behind Attack on Titan. I rewatched it. Now I absolutely adore it. I really, really love it. I'm actually rewatching it like right now, but just because I'm really enjoying it. So I really love Attack on Titan. Vivi Flora and I's Song, if you haven't seen it, it's an original anime about like androids, or like about robots who, it's kind of hard to explain, but there's like an idol. It's like it follows an idol singer who is a robot, and she kills things and stuff. But it didn't look like a concept I was interested in, but it was really well executed, so it was really cool. And Ranking of Kings, I did not like the setting. I didn't like the art style. I basically didn't like anything about it from the outside, but you cannot deny that it was well executed. So I ended up enjoying the characters and the story. I do have reaction videos to my Ranking of Kings very early on in this channel's lifespan, so you can go check it out. But yeah, so all of this to say, WIT does this to me a lot. Vinland Saga so far is kind of nailing it in like winning me over on this setting. I'm so worried about Thors because, as I said during the thing, he reminds me of Vander from Arcane, where he's this father figure who has seen some shit and he's like quite buff and was probably kind of a monster back in the day. But has tried to put that life behind him and is trying to facilitate peace around him, even though everyone around him is like wanting to fight. Oh my god, he's exactly like Vander. It's actually crazy, the similarities between him and Vander. But yeah, he's a really cool character, and he's just one of those characters that like he's the last staple of peace. He's the last thing holding everyone together to this peace. And that means he has to die, I feel like. I don't think this man can survive because the story is going to be about that peace being stripped out. So, yeah, I'm so sad and scared for him. And also, I mean, if Thorfinn is going to be the protagonist of the show, which I'm pretty sure is going to be based on that OP of him like growing up and him like, it looks like he was older and more weathered a little bit and stabbing people and stuff. So I imagine we're going to follow him as he grows up. So it's going to be Thor. I imagine we're going to see Thor's death, and then we're going to do a time skip and see Thorfinn trying to get revenge or whatever. But yeah, I forgot exactly what I was saying, but yeah, I feel like he needs to die for the whole house of cards to start crumbling and everyone to lose it, so yeah, that's very, very sad, but yeah, I just really enjoyed this. I liked his speech about like nobody has any enemies, like nobody deserves to be hurt. It's a very sort of all-encompassing moral viewpoint that he's stating that wouldn't make sense to a group of warriors. So he's not going to get through to Thorfinn like that, because Thorfinn, like, they come, like he was saying when they were lying on the ground, like, Valhalla, you can't get to Valhalla unless you're a brave warrior. That means if you want to go to Valhalla, you got to go out and kill people. So when Thors is saying, no one deserves to be hurt, that's like going against their like religious morals. That's a massive viewpoint shift. So it's not going to make sense to Thorfinn. But yeah, it's really sad. And I sort of relate to Thors on that a little bit. Like, I don't know exactly how I feel about different things, but I don't generally believe that people should die, for example. I believe in, attempting rehabilitation and if rehabilitation is just not working, like keeping dangerous people away from society, absolutely. But I don't quite believe in taking people's lives to do that, you know. And so because of that, you know, I empathize with Thors, and I empathize with his struggle to sort of get through to this village of people who are just itching to be warriors. They're just absolutely itching to do it. So yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, hey, that was a great episode. I really enjoyed that episode. It made me really want to watch episode 3 right now, but I don't think I have time to do that. But I really want to do it. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this video up there. Thank you very much for watching. If you do enjoy, I'm sorry, I feel like I've rambled on a lot about WIT in this discussion, so I'm sorry about that. But please make sure to support the video. Liking, commenting, subscribing, all that stuff really helps. I mean, let me know in the comments like what you think of like the themes so far of the show and all that sort of stuff, without spoiling anything or hinting at anything, or what you thought of my reactions to certain bits. Like, comments really do help me out. But yeah, make sure to subscribe and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length early access and exclusive videos. If you're on YouTube right now, episode 3 of Vinland Saga should be on my Patreon right now, so go check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.